This video argues that the Olympic Games of classical Greece were not merely athletic competitions, but a powerful social institution that expressed cultural identity, reinforced social hierarchy, and supported military preparation. Between the 8th and 4th centuries BCE, the Games functioned as a polemic stage, where Greek values such as arete, which means excellence, civic pride, and physical discipline were publicly displayed and celebrated. The Olympic Games originated as a religious festival dedicated to Zeus at Olympia. From their beginnings, the Games were deeply tied to Greek religious life and collective identity. Every 4 years, athletes and spectators from across the Greek world gathered at Olympia, temporarily setting aside political conflicts to participate in a shared sacred tradition. This polemic nature of the Games helped unify otherwise independent and often rival city-states. Participation in Olympic Games symbolized belonging to Greek world. Only free Greek men could compete, which already defined who was included in this cultural identity and who was excluded. Ritual sacrifice, prayers, and ceremonies reinforced the belief that athletic success was connected to divine favor. Victory was not only a personal achievement but also a sign that the gods, especially Zeus, smiled upon the athlete and his police. Pindar's Olympian Odes illustrate this clearly. His celebratory poetry links athletic victory with moral virtue, noble ancestry, and divine approval. Through poetic praise, victors were immortalized as ideal representative of Greek values. Concepts like harmony between body and mind, self-discipline, and honor were communicated to audiences across generations, turning athletic success into a cultural message. Thus, the Olympic Games served as a cultural mirror of Greek civilization. They expressed shared myth, religious belief, and moral ideals, reinforcing a collective Greek identity that transcended local citizenship.
Although the Olympics promoted unity, they also reinforced social hierarchy. Access to training, travel, and competition largely depended on wealth and status. Most Olympic victors came from elite families who could afford long periods of preparation and the necessary resources. Success in the Games therefore became a public celebration of elite status. Victors did not receive material prizes at Olympia, but the social rewards were immense. Upon returning home, winners were honored with public celebrations, free meals, front row seats at events, and sometimes political influence. Statues and inscriptions erected at Olympia preserved their fame permanently, transforming athletic success into lasting social prestige. Pausanias' description of Greece documents these monuments and statues, showing how Olympia functioned almost like a gallery of elite memory. These visual displays reminded visitors that athletic excellence and high social rank were closely connected. Athletic victory legitimized elite power by presenting it as a result of merit, discipline, and divine favor rather than mere wealth. Modern historians such as Mark Golden and Donald Kyle emphasize the Games were not socially neutral. Citizenship, gender, and class determined who could participate and be celebrated. Women, slaves, and non-Greeks were excluded, while elite men dominated the competitions. In this way, the Olympic Games held and maintained and justified existing social order within the Greek society.
Beyond culture and status, the Olympic Games also contributed to military readiness. Many Olympic events closely resembled skills needed in warfare. Running built endurance, wrestling trained strength and balance, javelin throwing mirrored weapon use, and boxing hardened the body for combat. Athletic training prepared citizens physically and mentally for war. Xenophanes' Constitution of Spartans provides a clear example of this connection. Spartan society emphasizes the physical training not only for the sport, but for military excellence. Although Sparta approached the athletics differently from other polis, the broader Greek world shared the idea that physical discipline created better soldiers and more resilient citizens. The Olympics also promoted values essential for warfare, such as endurance, obedience to rules, self-control, and competitive spirit. These virtues were transferable from the stadium to the battlefield. By celebrating disciplined bodies and courage under pressure, the Games reinforced the ideal of citizen soldier who could defend his polis. Therefore, the Olympic Games functions as an indirect but powerful form of military preparation. They encouraged constant training, physical excellence, and a mindset of competition, an honor that supported the defensive and expansionist needs of Greek city-states. As a conclusion, the Olympic Games of classical Greece were far more than athletic festivals. They were a central institution that expressed pan-Hellenic cultural identity, reinforced the social hierarchy, and supported military preparedness. Through religious rituals, poetic celebration, public honors, and physical training, the Games reflected the core values of Greek civilization. By uniting body, mind, and civic duty, the Olympics embodied the Greek ideal of harmony between physical excellence and moral virtue. Understanding Games in this broader context allows us to see how athletics shape not only the individual lives, but also social, political, and military foundations of classical Greek society.